Split decision, victory tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, very scared the shit out of me. Can I say that? Is this okay? Yeah. Ariel, what's up, man?
What's up? How are you? Congrats.
How did you assess your performance tonight?
It's been a long time, so I was just as glad to get back in there, and I felt sharp. I felt I dominated him everywhere. I think maybe that one judge that gave him the 2 rounds I don't even feel like he hit me. He threw a couple of kicks that didn't do anything. I pretty much evaded everything else he threw, and the only thing he really got was, I think, 1 takedown in the first, but I got right back up. I don't even know if you want to really call that a takedown. And then his time that he had me back against a cage, he didn't land anything there. In fact, I felt like I landed the better shots there. But, overall, I think I dominated the fight. So for them to call a split, had me worried. Especially because last night my boy Boston Salmon got ripped off in RFA. And I didn't think that was a split decision. And then the split decision call came and he ended up getting ripped. So, yeah.
How did you feel in there, just with the long layoff? I mean, was it instant, any kind of cage rust for you going back in with the layoff?
No type of no cage rust for me. In fact, I didn't feel it. I'd been kind of wondering about that. Like, it doesn't, I don't know, I don't feel any type of, like, weird anxiety, like, I haven't fought in a while leading up to the fight. So I'd wondered, like, hey, I wonder if fight night rolls around, like, how I'm going to feel. And as the days kept progressing, fight week, check-in, media, whatever, weigh-ins, it felt like another day to me. So getting in there, while we warmed up, we got a really good warm-up in, me, Ray, and Eric. And I felt pumped up, ready to get in there. And I felt really good in there. I felt strong. I felt sharp. I felt I could see everything that he was throwing. And, felt good. Felt good to be back in there.
Why you don't have the American kit?
No, I just think that the black and silver is way more dope. Nothing against America. I mean, I love my country. The Hawaii boys been pushing to get, like the Hawaiian flag on there and, like be able to rock something more specific to Hawaii. Because although Hawaii is part of America, you have a lot of people from Hawaii, so you know how it is. We're very prideful of Hawaii, and we want to represent that. But it's nothing against my country. I love my country, but I just think the black and silver, like, look at how clean that looks. Black and silver, that's dope.
What they say about getting you the Hawaii kit? They're not down.
No, the most that we can do is carry a Hawaiian flag into the ring. So. Next time though, because at first they said they didn't consider that a country flag, so they'll allow American flag, Brazilian flag, whatever it is, Australia, France, but because Hawaii isn't a country, at first they said that they weren't like allowing anybody to do state flags, but the Hawaiian flag got cleared, so from here moving forward, the Hawaii boys can carry the Hawaiian flag in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can't carry a state flag?
Nah, they said Hawaii is the only state that got approved.
Speaking of Hawaii,
That's what they said.
You guys are on an amazing roll between Max and Courtney and Yancy tonight and you. I don't recall the Hawaiian fighters in general, and maybe there's more now than there's ever been in the UFC on this kind of a roll. Do you feel like this is going to help get the card finally there?
It has to. I mean, they do cards in like all stretches of the world and in little, they go to Brazil and do it in little, I don't know, look like gymnasiums. I've seen a few of them in. So, we got a Blaisdell Arena in Hawaii. They got the Stan Sheriff. They've done K1 events there. I've heard they wanted to do it at Aloha Stadium, but Aloha Stadium is not covered, so there was a problem. But they need to get it there, I don't know what the holdup is. I think it has something to do with the tax and the cost and all this. But hopefully this new company that bought the UFC can figure that out, because like you said, there's a wave of Hawaii fighters right now, and it's going to keep going. There's a bunch of young up-and-comers from Hawaii that are doing big things, and they too will shortly be in the UFC. BJ's still here making his way back, and BJ has long been the king of Hawaii MMA. So with him leading the way, and especially with Max, who deserves a title shot, and if Conor's going to fight whoever, Alvarez or Diaz again, then I think Max definitely needs to get that Aldo fight. And if that does happen, why not UFC Hawaii?
And you were in that elevator yesterday, right?
Yeah.
First off, are you surprised that Holloway pulled out?
No, I'm, you know what, one part of me is kind of surprised, but no, because myself personally, I wouldn't go as far to say my back hurts, but my lower back has been tight after. I mean, since it's happened, it's not a pain. It's more so like I've been telling everybody, the best way to explain it is if you jump off of something really high and you just land on a hard surface, that thud that you feel, and then your back kind of feels just tight, and it constantly feels like I gotta stretch it. So like even in warm-ups tonight, I was trying to stretch it more. Even now, I just feel like it just feels tight, like I gotta keep stretching it. There's no pain, there's no loss of mobility. So I can't speak for anybody. Everybody has to speak for himself. So maybe CB, he said his back got locked up. I can see that happening. So.
Did anyone, at the hotel say anything to you guys? Because this just sounds crazy. That you guys
Hell
are
no.
injured.
Dude, the hotel themselves, they didn't even address it at all. They didn't even say like, hey guys, hang around, please fill out this incident report. They're like, okay, whatever. The UFC, whatever you want to call them, I don't know who it was. Yeah, their staff, and they called us personally and was like, hey, you guys are in the elevator, please come back. We need you guys to fill out these statements, these witness statements, whatever, incident reports kind of, and everybody that was in the elevator. So with my team was myself, Ray Sefo, and Eric Nixick. We were all in there. Yancy was in there, Maki, CB, Verdum, and Uriah. So imagine if we fell from higher than the second floor. We could have sustained major injuries, and this card might not even happen tonight.
Yeah. So how would you describe the impact? Like, was it like a jolt? Were you scared?
Nah, it wasn't scary. It was the scary thing. This is the scariest part about it. So we're all in there. We're all playing around. Majority of us loaded in the lobby. We move up to the second floor, and then Eric and Maki get in. And when they're getting in, Verdum, he's a clown guy. Like, he likes to play around. And we all were. But he's, like, shoving Maki. Like, no, too heavy. But as he's shoving Maki, he doesn't realize we're starting to drop. And Eric literally grabs Maki, like, oh. And Maki's back is, like, here, like, getting pushed out, because Verdum was just playing with him. And that's when the elevator started to drop. The doors were still open. We see, like, the concrete going. And I'm like, oh, we're dropping. And then it wasn't until we hit the bottom. And it wasn't real crazy, but we definitely felt it, like, boom.
So was Maki pulled in? He was pulled into the elevator?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not trying to make it sound all crazy. Something definitely could have happened. He could have maybe lost his life or a limb. It wasn't, like, real crazy, like he was standing in the doorway. But Verdum did push him. He was on his heels, and Eric pulled him back in as we were dropping. But that was a crazy thing. The doors didn't even close. And if you've been in elevators before, usually they'll buzz if you hit that weight limit. They'll go bzzz, and then means get off. It's too heavy. Nothing. We got in. In fact, we pressed a button to go up. We started going up. The doors didn't even close. It went ying, and then.
Have you taken the stairs since?
Nah, I took the elevator that works.
Did you feel your back?
Nah,
during the fight?
Nah. At the time, like I said, it's more, and that's when I realized it. Once I sat down, once I was relaxing, then I was like, hey, what is this? My back feels tight. But like as I'm moving around and, doing stuff, it wasn't an issue. It wasn't an issue in the fight.
When the elevator hit the bottom, did everybody kind of fall down, or was it for the most part everybody stay on their feet?
For the most part, everybody stayed on their feet. If you guys seen the videos, you've seen how packed we had it. It was like assholes to elbows, like fucking, it was tight. So even if we were to move, like just the pure mass of everybody in there probably would have held us all up. But yeah, we did one of those, like, I don't know if you got bumped or something while you're standing in like a bus or something. Everybody kind of did one of those. But yeah, it wasn't until, honestly, when it was happening, it was all fun and games. It was really funny to us. It started getting instantly hot and started fogging up. But afterwards, when we started like really thinking about what just happened, then like the serious side of it kicked in. Like, wow, we Imagine if it dropped from higher. Like, we're on the 7th floor. Imagine if it dropped 7 to basement, because it dropped all the way down to the basement. You know, like, we'd be messed up dropping that far.
Do you think the hotel maybe might have, closed the lifts, the elevators, because there was an earlier incident?
Yeah, they should have.
The early weigh-ins on Friday morning.
All week the elevators have been acting up. I don't think anybody got trapped in there prior, the prior days, I mean. But it definitely had been acting up because pretty much for the whole week only one elevator was working, and they're having issues. And then I didn't know till afterwards, but one of the UFC staff was trapped in there for 45 minutes. Yeah.
And was it the same elevator that he was trapped in?
Yeah.
The one that was closest to the lobby desk?
Yes, same elevator. And so they so-called fixed it, and then we get in there, drop, boom. And since it's happened, the middle and the first elevator closest to the desk, they've been out of commission. But yeah, I mean, they needed to get that stuff fixed. I'm surprised they didn't catch a lawsuit, you know? So we'll see. We'll see if that turns into the UFC Hotel of Cleveland.
Well, did you hear that?
Tavares hotel.
Yeah, the Brad Tavares.
That one of the UFC cut men right before the show got stuck in a different hotel.
Oh yeah, I heard something like that down the road, huh?
Yeah, the firefighters had to come get him out.
Yeah, wow. The fire department showed up, but we were out already.
How long were you stuck in the basement?
I would say roughly 15 minutes. Yeah. But it was crazy because as soon as we dropped down there, it instantly got hot. Like just all those big bodies in there. Like
So what was the feeling? What was everybody saying while they were waiting?
laughing, blaming each other. Yeah, Snapchatting. I was Snapchatting. Like if I saved all the videos. I'll probably go post it on my Twitter. But yeah, if you guys got me on Snapchat, go look at it before the story, expires. But it's pretty funny actually. You got Verdum blaming Ray. You got me blaming Verdum.
Ray was probably the biggest guy in there, wasn't he?
Ray and Verdum probably. The funniest part to me is that like instantly as soon as we drop, freaking Babalu is like looking if he can climb out the top. I'm like, wow, like he didn't even give it a chance. As soon as we hit, he's like, hey, can I get out here? And he's like, oh, I don't know, I don't think so.
Surprised nobody crushed your Ryan Favor.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody knew he was in there actually. Nah, but Uriah was hilarious. He was like, I started to feel prison-like in there. He was like, I most closely, and he said this, guys, he told us that he most closely resembles a girl in that elevator.
What about the smell after weigh-ins? Was it quite?
Nah, because it was the TV weigh-in, so it was fine. Everybody that was in that elevator, their hygiene was up to par. So it was just the fact that it started getting really hot. I was wearing pants and like a pullover just like this, a Reebok one, and instantly started sweating. And then you could see there's mirrors in there. They started fogging up. And like even if you look closely at the videos when Eric is prying open the gold doors, you can see the fog on the door. So yeah, it got hot in there fast. I was like, you can hear it in one of the videos too. I'm like, frick, weigh-ins is over. I'm supposed to be done sweating. Here we are sweating after weigh-ins. But yeah, crazy experience, man. First time that ever happened to me being trapped in an elevator, let alone dropping like that.
Hopefully the last.
Yeah, hopefully the last.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brad. Congratulations.